Minister of Energy and Green Transition, and so a year press conference. Now, an idea of press conference, no more, baby, a day, a shake. Say, Adia na Shasi Dundum jitu say Dundum free February. Na Adia ya kamu empentie, and I just say a year Transformers near Shisha, Transformers near Shisha de a whole crowd. Na Washa Greek could ye did who Jimunum's K. When the baby diashe. Entia nay, Anna John Jinapo, Ebabeye press conference. Na ene obeye press conference and Rana Phyllis Kwachu Fosu on his Facebook wall. Aba Bichrim say ene obeye sa press conference no omo for the government accountability series. Na Phyllis Kwachu Fosu Facebook wall. And I become say say omo di aka eye Gridco boss. Enti Gridco boss nankasa no omo di aka no say ompe baby entna Gridco boss yi Phyllis Kwachu Fosu ediba betu dwa say ye na free ho na manfo say na dey na mo na mo yi na free ho ade mama no letter February ton say when you 60 years into age achi no enti abka ye onko June en mo amacho letter amana sim kebe ya April fa na adwuma ento enti mo amacho letter di amana we ya be ya asa de mo na mo yi na free ade amacho letter amana dada na Gridco yi plant ikra eja ento amanfo sha se ye and then John Jinapo and some trofo ebisa na sa question no say that's a Gridco boss ono amu retirement aka no enti ade a okọ dada na krata mo de man dey say enye bibia eno mo nka hwe and some obeka say Friday ono ko honum de na di kokọhwe ade na briefing no de man no briefing no de man no na cheso hwe sa de niema etie na say Gridco boss no step aside na there's a difference between stepping aside and a retirement no briefing no de man no out tin sem ediguna so edo hu say Gridco boss no etna enchen kakra na mo omo eyo mo hwehwemu no Gridco boss no ena ebeboa ena nsem twodi ba ko bisa say dan say ye tete say empo chairman Nana Kwesi Oya Ashanti regional minister Ashanti regional chairman of the NDC asem yi eba ya manfo di atem Nana Kwesi nkoka napo engineers no na yes ade enti Nana Kwesi minister of energy so no se wudi akire ena wayi eye Kumase impelifuo bi wayi o mafri agro yi mu ana osu da bi na ade no nya Nana Kwesi ebeka yintia na emum no ukobisa MD na managing director na ubero se letter cry de mo say omo entna nchen no ya churo kra to wodum da na letter no de ya churo kra no enye de ena me se ho mutual letter to ho abudi yi nkonfu yedi ena nti obia nte ho asabo da kopem se bosi Gridco planter she Nana Kwesi kasa na po engineers ena afedi mo yi o ma disabo kra no mutual letter na to wodum da ena obia nte no obia hu ene ne John Jinapo ka kire no secretary no kra de MD na churo kra da secretary obetumi a churo ene ya metie betumi a churo krata na me de yi 1960 date ahyeso na metie betumi a churo krata di January date ahyeso na dem anasa asemba ya me so krata kra be churo ni January eti eno no de obeka kire ze krata ma churo dada hwan ena bejimu ati but eno no o se o ma churo krata na to dada na enye Nana Kwesi eka yentia but ye de yenfa ho and they why you Gridco boss Eddie na why you Kumasi engineers be dia ye dia ne say the kania no ebegina so mo na etwintwa amana because and then na John Jinapo ka sabotage ho asem it why you body dia na che say omo na ma kania no edundum o say sabotage wa wo ho do wo hye si jimu se wo ye adwuma no eye because obi bisa the question as to say obi na sabotage ada or say a 7-member committee and a 7-man committee obo so obo nye Gridco plant no enhwehwemu no ɛno no ɔmo rule out asset say bi obi ɛna boapaye wahyɛ da akwa akotwa egya ɛde ato eti ɛno no nso ɛyɛ possibility ɛna adeɛ no sabotage no sɛ deɛ na ɔka na asɛm no ebi obi ɛhyɛ mu ɛna ɔyɛ deɛ ma sɛ deɛ obegu ɔmo anim ase a yate boyi ɔmo adi awie nti afɛ na Ghana fo ɛnkanea no ɛba begyina so 24/7 si sɛ yɛyi grid co boss every hɔ ɔmo fi sɛ bi ɔno na nya na adwuma yie na nkanea no edundum Ashanti region MC engineers bɛyɛ 3 panifoɔ bɛyɛ 3 ne yɛyi ɔmo afrim eti si sɛ no NDC foɔ pɛ sɛ ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ayi ɔmo adidia ɛne na nkanea no ebegyina so ɛde ama yɛndum wɔ kanea bio enti sɛ yɛyi mpanifoɔ yɛdi na no na man kanea no edundum na kanea no dum dia ɛne still yɛbɛbisa John Ginapo sadai ɛna mpanifoɔ yɛyi ɔmo afiri hɔ na kyesɛ mo na mo sɛ bi ɔmo no etwintwa amanem na still nkanea no edu batane ɔka ensɛm pii yɛkɔ adim no nyinaa no abadwafoɔ no ɛtena se a yɛkɔ adim nyinaa no na yɛyi ensɛm no ba baako enti ensɛm no deɛ waka pii sɛ empo no adeɛ no a esi wa kosombo plant no ɛno 1000 megawatts ɛna free yɛ no na wohwɛ a yɛ peak ayi a yɛhia paa ɛyɛ 4,400 peak demand na sisei no bɛyɛ 1000 ɛna free mu na 1000 no so free mu ɛwɔ akosombo plant no mu no bɛyɛ 1000 megawatts na free mu no ɛsɛfo nipa bɛyɛ 25% enti ɛno no nso free mu a ɛha adwene pa enti ɛna John Ginapo kyerɛ yɛn sɛ ne nkyerɛ mu no sɛ adeɛ no a ɛsɛe ɛwɔ akosombo no ɛno asɛ ɛyɛ control room a ɛno ɛna ɔkano pɔtɔ kasa sɛ ɛyɛ responsible for power evacuation na ɛyɛ unprecedented wonim sɛ NDC for brofo pa baako no adeɛ na ɛsi no ɛyɛ unprecedented ɛyɛ very serious pa na ɔno no deɛ kyesɛ dani free crowd ohun bibi say da enti ano na generate power from the hydro plant na kyesɛ adeɛ na ɛsɛ no na de control room na kyesɛ control room no so agye power no na ɛde afa switch ya adunum na afa distribute na sɛdeɛ adeɛ na ba no deɛ ɛkɔba no saa dɛ sɛ nkanea wo areas edundum because she say no 1000 megawatts ɛna aka ho no see engineers no mo yɛ adwuma ɛna kyesɛ omo de high tech nneɛma bi yɛ adwuma na omo new ayibi technology bi ɛna omo de distribute nkanea but she say no John Ginapo pa kyerɛ sɛ he say no deɛ first generation unit no more restore ɔsi omo restore second generation unit aka third ɛna omo ba restore and some no more restore other parts then so transformers no deɛ obi bisa question say na grid co plant yi ɛho ba bɛba asɛm nyina sɛ na nkanea no edundu ɔsɛ ai nkanea no deɛ free January no ɛna ɔmo hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmo ɛyɛ transformer ho adwuma nationwide transformers ɔmo ɛyɛ ho adwuma ɛno nti obetumi aka sɛ baabi te sɛ nkran adenta ne lashibi no hono de transformers no omo de bi ko hono ma che se omo 18 team omo installation of transformers but the na yam one se Kumase kra de afi no omo beba ha Kumase kra de ose afi no omo ba eye rich rich primary hwan ho afi na omo eba rich efri bi ochina eko so me my question is na afi na mo ba be ye bi ewo rich yen kanya no so ahyase edundum efri February no eno no so day na ma yen kanya edundum because John Ginapo was specific safe no mo ba eye Kumase no mo so aba be ye Kumase de primary yina afi no mo ba eye rich primary hwan no mo aba be ye Kumase de ansa na gridco enso de omo machine bi be Kumase but no de gridco de no ebe hyase June na mo World Cup na eba no ntino eno omo be twentwen so kakra de awie cap no ansanda pepra be emperor of what obeshebo minister we interest he has your interest at heart na obema wa hwe ball a wo sere et World Cup na eba no ntino no June de no omo be twentwen so great kodie no na omo atwentwen so kakra omo wi ana chese ko jadem enti nkania no de sise no timetable na beba great kodie no de omo the timetable no beba short unya no 1 week but great ko from so abaha na say atoche no nti omo the timetable no beba on kakra beba no short into ama eye team no 7-member committee wa mom 2 weeks so mo fanye inhwehwemu. Meanwhile security for national security for so parallel investigations omo person omo establish criminality de culpability ewum nti ede John Jinapo ensema obeka ede echire yen eno no na just say same gina ode akwa akwache gridco na ode transformers no so akuna honum kakra nti gridco de no de be title omo de omo yakra nka gridco de yenwie da na just omo de save face it wa mom 2 weeks so bunye hwehwemu or say national security so parallel one ewo enchen enti na just ensama ode ebra yen enu no na bedwafo ewo ha ye bewura we say na yahwe asofo no ede no yahwe asofo ede Dr. Mary Ewusi and Julius wept but nana kwame pacho won Mame, me for a few moments be the share videos no egwe. It's another crime. What am I share videos no egumu mame. Why? Na yemfa and get
the whole church forgive us. It was just a slip. It wasn't intentionally done to malign our church. I believe sincerely that you forgive her and forgive us and accept us as your children. God richly bless all of you.
Brings an end to famine. Turn your face this way, and behold our president. Look favorably upon him, and Father, because of him, do Ghana good, do us good, that the ends of the earth will hear, and we will bless your name together. In the name of Jesus, may the river of God protect you from harm. May the river of God protect you from any imagination of the devil. May the river of God keep you far away from evil.
Our investigation indicates that some of the thermal plants are down. Specifically, TAPCO is down, TICO is down, and so they are not generating enough power. But more importantly, there's a lack of fuel in the system. Because of the financial constraints, government has not been able to procure adequate fuel to fire some of our thermal plants, culminating in the load shedding that we're experiencing. 1 month of load shedding is more than enough. This is not sporadic, this is continuous, this is persistent, and we think that the handlers of the power sector should do the onerous thing by informing the people of Ghana so they can plan ahead of time. This deliberate fixation on denial and deceiving the people of Ghana can no longer hold.
Oye nyaminipa.
Oh, yeah, you Pentecost head and the chairman.
Na meka so oye nyaminipa.
Yes.
The better no. Then next time.
Okay.
Ma form to that level.
Vote in the warning.
The catcher.
Okay, so
yes.
From free zones authorities.
From me, Dr. Mary, we say the
warning.
Yes.
Said
next time we won't descend it to that level.
More fire.
So descend it back from
more fire.
But yeah, whole politician now. We will deal with him as a politician.
Something like I see you, Abusia.
Yeah, the any diamond. Me the any diamond this time. Say what yeah, nyamini.
Say angwa wono so.
What you say? And young wasem. Angwa wono so sa anko me kando kanya. The person me tell say yeah, the any diamond. Say what yeah, Pentecost for chairman.
Okay.
Sakasa na wo kasa ye no a highly political statement.
Who's that?
Yes.
How?
Nanado etiase no eti akonya so no na ukọ nkura mining communities na enso net se mpampa utumi de wonsasa na gu nsem
and net se mpampa
na Ghana ha na no ni Ghana.
Oh no Ghana.
Na Ghana ha na oni Ghana.
No Ghana.
Wo hunya na wo hu.
Wo hu ye.
and na jam buy your measures are what put in place and so no afei etimi rane
stability level that
etimi
down
flow
no fire
eti won timi ntina ho nka nche se wo difference ebia wo ensuo ne mu ensuo na ni ate enflow se na nado time na ensuo no enflow eti se wo ye sofo na se asem a da ho a ye nokre wo se wo beyi wa sofo ntade ato ho afa political dress ashe political lens akasa next time you be treated as a politician this time you're the best pen yes no ohwe so ni sofo djuma se na nado tena so na ensuo ntimi enflow na ensuo ntimi rane na wontumi ehye forest no mu ense Ghana no se wo se wo ehum na ensuo na ni ti no e no ba be kasa statement na do tena so ye the better no for this time yes no oni ni sofo sem onjai politics na ye nye politics unless it's person or join politics or my hunu if he wants to join politics he should let us know next time then we deal with him as a politician but today ye be man say or ye sofo
Dr. Mary
Julius wept and Julius wept after all this. Apology no dear bye but when you apology papa bia Mary will see apology there you won't find a ball and you are apologize cranka na host to subscribe he's a bomb host to or your bomb but apology no ebia na omo ebe accept the Julius Debra esuno na person and be apology. But I understand said Dr. Mary was also in the room. Me say no sorry who be there. But Julius Debra decided to weep na or the apologize the NDC for the Sudi Elvis free yankra usui former dental MP kurale a friend say or those who isui and I feel Julius Debra esu enti yedim who be next NDC for and isu a yede brabra de ma so there it's their stock in trade but that's just that's just exactly what happened na it drew hon so I be and then you be treating us of or bompire my president Muhammad here what you so or be pegala or be kagalam say hon sem dia or be treating as a politician that's what Dr. Mary I will see epe say oka but edu ba bia ya na do ye bread ye business is eku but edu ba bia Ghana for ye kai ana mwanti ye kai mwanti
okay what kai menyumbi o ha mse enyumbi o hosa ti won nyumbi sa ensio beton from edi kan me kan you na mwanti me kan you na mwanti I told you so there is one old place I told you so
oh yeah I told you so
indeed we told Ghanaians
na dum so ya ba ma NDC fo bia ja so tro hu say ya na edu ba bia Asantes hwe big obi ho no na e ba be kire mu e na de no de me see weekend you obi dia so tro dum so hu nipa bi yenu e bia bi kra na bi mo amanfo ani abru be kire e na giko na ha na damu wom na fo say sha masa amanfo ani abru wona obekire mu na grid ko na ohu ina da na sumu wom na
ne Ghana
ade na ba me
Ghana for pese ni njire mu I think the Ghana for pese ni njire mu do okay na afei so o mampanyin dada His Excellency Nana Danko Ekufuadon so mechia no na Ghana for atonebo nim so ka kasa bi na emudo krobia Asantes mpanyin ano obosom obisa asemi na sa ya amanyosem ni mu hyew sabre no the heat of the campaign inti no asa amanfo madwe ankoso sabre na ka dan kura Ghana ni na wontie ba na Kufuor bo Ghana fokoko o se wo bo o mampanyin da Rollins din a de ba obi 3 years district assembly obi enim so na hyehyɛ saa de local government ye hunu sei ne de eyo mampanyin Rollins na de bae se wo bo mampanyin Kufo a akora o hye yefumu kura nim say health insurance on de bae free maternal health care capitation bebre social interventions and also bomb me and that rank Kufuadu, dear. Obia him say free education. Bibri neka home. Free education. Any friend say drone one this constituency one ambulance 1D 1F. Nina I ne Kufuadu so and near my obo dear. Ebekai. But so kobo Omanpenny, Taberno, Omanpenny, the answer Nekufuado, they be no refer to Yura. Sierra Mahama, Okoboni Dia. Then Hakaye, Doomso. If we say, Nidin any Doomso by yes anonymous, they say a bohon. Said they be a mini penny, a jingle can say. Only Doomso say, Nanchini Billy. Baby, Nanchi will be an Billy or Bobby so be asking your name. Baby, whom Mohammed be added them so, and so cows in your divide. Oh, the Ghana force another imaginable. Says, or whom ye no can na Ghana force abre ye pence and model TNT, iti a tro, and a yen fee, and ne Nibuni, doom so near Timono, and ne when him say, well, has many more fupa. My fab, your friend say, car, air call me you home, Baba, I could imit. Could do one more and put them on in entity. And I saw some sign.
And Rami Mediana 11:30. Pabam!
Yeah, can know. I say, I'll grow be. But I need some power. Any prison bar, only pray who on Sabri, you will be a no prisoner. Doom so that you bet me a family. Be brave. One not doom so, wouldn't say a for coast of one Masha say a process here.
I did a siswa na Petronas. This is Nasa.
And your Masha say a pro ebu. Ain't he? Omunina Sinana, Swanty, and no woman to couple. Tibejo war. Na. And on one or more, say, catch me say, main catch Dr. Baumia say, oh my any bonny. No my or man so bonny. Say, young Quaba, no man control. Na 2028 dear, almost Regana for you, so be a more one. If you say, San near Mary, Dr. Baumia, and this one won't find ye in one. The manifesto 2024 manifesto in one. Not just a catty across, it has solution for every sector of Ghana. Energy or saying onya kwanya no bedi mampania or ba diversify yen energy mix no energy mix no ama ye move from thermal ako solar that time no far a comprehensive document a chechiri mu enka wo de me ma kan say mahama da power you de wo da power fo no kra no enka ko fa sa document ko wia o implement ya kan e be kan say o
no more implement bibi da ko there na weza
there be o say na
we have to ya kan the identification that your man tram compensate people by no more implement bibi da gold for how obo bibi e be ya na ye jeja e ho de jam de then this obo atumi a brainwave we implement bibi da
I'm speaking ka de ko wia o de nka ko wia na be ye ne nka say o wo wia ye wia e kwa say Ghana for the benya so mfa so bi and at least but such a brilliant that you hold ho na o hwa ma yakodum som e na bi o so obi obesum me abieu enya de pa so okoto so obi sum me abieu a enka ye fact blog na de abontrim ebi na ato Ghana for ye say sum me abieu no edinka wo mahama wodi kan ba first one efie 9 enam so di dum so ba dum so di wochi be gu nwuma no enka aba nka won sa ma ye nsu biu won sa ma ye nka se me abieu enzo so di wa bon no wa bon ti wo ye ho hwia enye yie enum na yeti sesi e ti e magana fo ku se eni due say achia na mu ye be koso a na atu wonfo ye be koso a na akira adwen so mo fa no mo de ye adwuma de ye be boy na last week me kan say nyame adawroma na akufu ado okum dum so onwuye na okum dum so ono baaye no mema dum so wuye efiri Ghana ha ena mahama baaye osan benyane no na adu nwui otiase ne ho odin so adan na monkore na so fa wudwa eto nchen kwosere na menua panyin na se me papa wo fa wadawroma ekwan be na afa so a wutimi ma nkene gina aso mfie nwotwe there's this American black American the video be circulating on social media ono yenum say MPP for ba yemfie nwotwe ye hunu say bi o say no kan adum de nenso acha kra no ma omo wana ebesan aba adan na mo de mo ba ye na eda so if you can go and consult them na ye ma Ghana for light na munyai say ne dum anopa dum anwumre dum awie dum no aye koso ne ha adwen krofo nyuma egu double K.
All right, but that's beba ajibai
double K
ma dum so
media me person no boni ntimi o mine say NDC for mo say o man mfie dum kron president Kufuor beje ye ye free mu 8 years time na o mine na gina ba bi sa beje ye free 2009 esan say no o mu free mu 2016 na niema nsuo nyina say to the point say ye twro ne manifesto mu in 2016 say ye ba na si yentimi anko galamsa Ghana fo ntuye enti ye ba no nye galamsa ne nye abreso ne ba ye ne wo ho no modada na o mampanyin dwondroma ni mama wase wo ma ne dada enti yesre Ghana fo ye besia ba Dr. Bawumia beba na wasa ba be ni mu mane hawo mu de hia ne say mfie nwotwe ade say dia o mu de say no ne de magana fo mu kwan emmom nye ne mfie nwotwe no yentimi ne say biem de keka kono ahwe nkrofo beton mu ma anza no madi ntimfie nan ya yempa mu kope ba bi ntina de o ma wia na ye so mba o mdo mu sabunkum ni nifa nyina na efom nti wo wia de ni wo a si mmiri bia sa de ni wo ba wo ha na ahomaso kasa ba ho sika wa mmiri ni wonya bia woti de mecho no emma wa ho brase emfa nyame ho ma ho de bia de ahomaso na eba. That is why enipa was senka wan kasa wo biri wo mojani na wo je salary woni ma de kunja salary by. It's a Greek word that your friend is sal, a pocket of salt and chine yeah the mawa e kire say preserve the qualities e wo mu no. If you don't have any quality and you receive money it is a curse on you. Salary say wo je next one year adwuma papa bia e wo say wo kora e no me ma because in shira ye de ma wo say Jennifer kora enema pe wo mu no. So enti mamemfa nchia mom na mamemchia Dr. Bawumia Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia MPP ye kandi ni Ghana ni da so amampanyina be de akira abako nanso so no secondary hazakets for omo Greek word bi o matwere say is either first or with the first. We one hazakets for car nechi omo Greek word bi go akire o de buy English ma e just either first or with the first. So when you onu we di kan na o ka kendi fo. He's an exceptional person. Dr. Bawumia de me say enipa wajai sika ho se oba be som ne nkrofo. Few people and the war may more bitim drum say hwe mele wusi osi aye ni CEO ewo free zones authority and within sabunkumo kasa kire apostle yentumi na o kana sem no ne maye doctors far more qualified than this wood girl, far more qualified apostle yentumi uhu ne mabia Eric Nyamiche uhu ne mabia who is ewusi this wood girl and o kasa basa sana because na dwene ye ne say o ye CEO ewo Ghana Free Zones Board. Nyame mfa ne bone nche na me mfa nche ma ono abo se eche mensa bonsu enka ne so amemra hye bedwani ene enka ne dom dodo ne ba no dani dobo ke wutia ne nchi kakra but obesenya ba na otwe ye mu me mfa nche ma no ba bi o bia na misiri nyame ahode ma no the champion chairman Bernard Ntwibosi akon the incoming national chairman of our party me mfa nche ma na wiei na me mfa me dwato anto Ghana fo nyina anim se yesere wo mu abusuafo edusi ye kwa akoto aba no a wo betimi aye ka kire de wa ye bida Bernard Ntwibosi akon edi Asante mayanim ama MPP impo ewo ya ho kire mu ye da so gina ba bia ye gina yi mo me mfa national chairman nka ho na regional kan nyina ade wo ma ho den be ka ho a 2028 we can win the election. Ma me mfa nchiama the member of parliament awo atwumangwa bia Janof honorable Frankie Boa me mfa nchiama no na Obuasi East member of parliament and the former MC and ebusuafo mo Obuasi East nyina me mfa nchia ema wo mu nso ewiei double key enzensema ekoso efa power ho dum so a ɛkɔ so yi minua ɛyɛ anwanwasɛm kakra ɛyɛ nsɛm a me kyerɛ mu ana mabrɛ so the word dum so no yankavo because say na kane dundum
ba we no enye nkyerɛ mu mpo ene de John so de nkyerɛ mu aba ti it settles it all
no
ana
no
because ene no de ye wu be kyerɛ mu ena John akede no enti ene ye ni hweka ana
medium we ka
John abekyerɛ mu to say ye nkoda ye di hweka
the word dum so no okay yankavo because kane dum na so there be me catch the Ghana for time without number say the word dum so no ye kavoy say a generational problem na ifiri aban any generational point and a neighbor inti ye ka say ifiri dum so literal translation of it NDC for ne ba ye no and we use literal translation tini ye wa ben mu no I kept saying say as long as Ghana for use to overhead transmission lines there what did they do accident prone to accident inti kania be dum kania be so ebeba but dum so no was a generational problem na NDC won't mean supply electricity company of Ghana with the bulk supply no was the reason why we can't do so. In Tubekaya, you catch him say at a point in 2014 there about Ghana nyina nye baby fakun Ghana nyina kania edumui for about 3 consecutive occasions. Na Ghana nyina wo ho ana o man nyina akoso mboko down na the whole nation no man lighted. And no and the kofa hu beto yeso ma ye ka say dum so abagana. So Nana Adodan Kwakufu Adubedi ade no NDC for kontomponin tro when an overhead transmission line po enya fault ketu we bi na efie bi duma na omote wo se dum so aba now you are faced with the rare dum so as it was in the beginning. This is the dum so that we were talking about. Velocity who class 1 you be define the velocity achiro oko class 2 you be define the velocity achiro even at university level 100 ubenya velocity but oko ye fixes applied fixes you be chiro velocity and every definition will be different and you see you can dum so na nya literal translation e wo twi mu say kan ye dum na so an na ye friend dum so na ye wo how ne amane a na wo generation point no and I catch him say NDC for ntimi sa ade no na Adodan Kwakufu ado no waye Ghana mampanyin anopa bia ye mani briefing eye wono no bo ho and na electricity for no no mkotena cabinet meeting ejisika e de yade nti wo catch you say John Mahama na ontimi nya na wonim dia wo ka no mampanyin John Dramani Mahama enye de abu John Jinapo be chirechire mu yi any ECG boss ya wo yi na di ene ye hunu bi dawo. Okay, say can one of the games 2014. Okay, say Koko ni do say light no echo off nti yi ECG.
Na ye kuma say ampo do be kan no. Na be so bo
so mu yi ECG boss we this.
Headsman's rule.
So unu bi sa.
World Cup 2010.
Na World Cup rather.
2010.
E wo kuma say and because no
na tournament we wo kuma say.
Yeah, because
yes, and Headsman's first stadium light call for off. Now qualification match. Right? And this annual game is way you. At the end, say electricity company of Ghana, woman generation company, woman distribution company. Distribution company no there. Say generation company na timi amfa distribution company won't timi distribute. VL of Wajia to say, woman drop 1,000 megawatts of electricity. That is a Greek co. Greek co distribution point, only a generation point. And this is over had no ever caso be na sabotage wa. Sebi, as a who good in the animals. When what there was what Kanya and Brano, ECG, or motor Kanya and the free Greek co, and woman not surprise. And did you know what the Kanya and Babanagia to Muse? I am no correct when Timmy for Kanya and Ma. A swati. And you can say, you are Tikumasi and Nesabotajua. Sir, and I know the
Rebecca Ochdem. Say a grid co by a control room. So I am responsible for power evacuation. And a sub aba
So why the Ashanti regional ECG for now
I say I'm deny I the timetable at all that. I just watch red nana because a journalist echo
no
maybe what be say or say a journalist echo the name could be say na kwesi a Ashanti regional chairman e can say yenyi na point engineers no free on to the way DHR yard no say there be na MD no actual letter not what that or the e ba be you am free enti enye na kwesi e kan enti
that is a lie
but Gridco penny no there or see no call her Friday no call her Friday no pe briefing na ye de man no ena ama what catch Gridco penny no say on tonight for his own good but then me say say na crowd Gridco penny no wa e de year ba order the staff as then I leave no e shall see ene ya na the leave we shall see John Egun anima
say tie ongun anima see o or ko leave o de dey mention no now what proceed to pension one one pension aso e ye pension entitlements ni nyama a wo de be ma no nti ene o mu mpese o betua no mo yesa
na yesa o mu fa man no silence wa kasa ye do different from step aside
o mu yesa na
so the leave no e different from his stepping aside
and who step aside now nim ye yi wadi you lose all your entitlements you could dia se ni wie ni ese ye yi wadi na ya ma wo kwan am wan ko pensioner you lose all your entitlements. Say nya saadi anko be na ko leave no na step aside ni ko leave nya ade ko na say ne go leave na mo ye step aside no e kire say even though we will leave there is a pending thing ye investigate we are step aside and didn't come after your leave into any decision that will be arrived at was step aside no will be affected will be affected will leave no so into omon found so be catch say your appointment was terminated on this date into one pension enti double K sa niema na e koso no dum so na aba no
na say we dey end nke yon fair settings
yes
because the pan buy 2 or so days the leave aso
yes
enti the obey no yes seven previous and
what is the point what is the point enti kwa bi to omo pef afaso aye na wi ase no se wo hini bedi ade on na se one ne kon to kwa no a obedi ade wi obe sacrifice I do not want to say me drive into certain issues but ECG for we because of sa power shed na low shed na no mo ye before see about ban mu a someone say mensa e buy o catch him say I will not agree me pray ma mo this load shedding e wa Ashanti region say person shedding load na yen share no baby aka bia no enu nti ECG for we no say mensa ti ado anwoma so confidently. And the Eeei sabotage that they sabotage the MPP and Nana Kosi and woman and one woman and I went on a radio station, a television station here, and the piano came and sat there defending that nonsense. I'm sorry for that word. And no, so mobile catch them because no woman. Also catch us sabotage because no ye ATMPP na no ye TMPP dia and ye wo ho a obekasa asem na kire wo wo ma banyin John Dramani mama this open book exams kura wutiti open book exams dum soi we be do ma banyin ama wo hunu ni nyina na akose ko tena nche na aso wo sua de pa na sabe ga wo ye class 1 nimpo and I teach ama work and I walk ye working no watiti and ya correction ama odi akofia asa akoye correction no ebiem asa dia baba no mampanyi asa be kazalo o mampanyi sa dum so we pa de in fact se wan pa bibi anya wa guo no mas papa because work no in 2014 ama account zelo and ya correction ama 8 years na po and na do danko akufado had made a correction we've done it ya chere answers ni nyina ene ade ama o say safa bra benda safa betwo o say be tra class wa nti o mampanyi sa hwe nyame ani ma sa twazalo o say hwe nyame ani ma sa twazalo enti sabe mampanyi so kwase ya enim hwe class o nim dokuna to ahye say abin enti dokuna to ahye de say abin enti woni mo hwe kula ekoya na do danko akufo ade na profile so manage ye no at least manage it. 'Cause 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 manage it. After sa gimmicks na wo mo ye and I kwa and you kwa say keke I've told you time without number say emre bia wo ba wadwe say o manage wo man no na o lead wo man bia no you be hit hard by how amane be ba to kwam because amane enye wo pe ene beba o how ni amane de eya yokom entisi ya po yampo e beba to yokom at certain points in time. That is why we need a leader, not a manager. You hear what can do me? Na sa amane ba what me ewura dem, we think on your feet. Not people who will cry, not people who will shed tears. Na man for kan yodum. Ama for adwuma say, opa yade bia e koso bia yade a e bre mobrohu fo ase. And we will continue to suffer from the consequences of your actions and inactions. Ama panyi. Ko akuafo sika, what is so? Sese ya abapu mu ne abosume nso asese ni metua mo ka ne metua mo ka china akopem ne wo a untua sika no omampanyi wa no asem so is an executive instrument. It is a law on its own. Omampanyi se ubie wa no kasa eye mra tu ka che kokko akuafo se metua sika ma enkrofo se wo mu fa sika ne mra mo na abapu mu ne kokko akuafo entua. It's a breach of our Ghanaian constitution. Omampanyi, it is a breach of our Ghanaian constitution. One no asem is an executive instrument. Metua koko fo ne kanne metua mu kachina adapum ne abosume nso mo brohu fo ne ahiafo ma eta so o gina pending cause so dem celebrate birthday uni chief of staff obu say akuafo na omu mo so mo twale omu yede na omu didiye obu say omu asem ne wa reho enkane ya dum mutena ha no kachire when there was power, when there was ya hwe nkura school ya say chairman sam ehu nipa mo bodi ene wakotwa cake as we did the birthday ene nkura na teach school mu a won didi once a day no woni Julius Zebra eti asole dem ena mo celebrate o man panyi ko magazine akoye ejan ho ko Asantase etu yanwan kwanta ekoye ejan ho eniama bia ejan Ashanti Media bia enyam asem almost everything agenda 111 and dan do ejan ho so man panyi se ka wo ye obi pa why we ni abre se opese udi Ghana anymore e ko se sam le utire fu twene because man panyi se wo dwini bebreba utire be ye white. President Kufuor 3 year white, President Rollins 3 year white, Nana Danko Kufuor 3 year white. Man panyi onkwa de won nwene ye ho entina da bia luku ablante na oye no. We don't think as much as we want to think.
Okay.
Enti okay. Sa kan ya dundum na e koso ne de. Me say omampanyi mo no ho moden onjere do ho. Anya energy minister asem me adwagina podi ya appointing na catch say that man lies with the highest sense of alacrity. Wano we nipa about communication John Jinapo, don't take it away from him. NDC for no wo mo ombetimi atwa ntro but wa hwe abagie di se eye no kore pa no wo twa ntro wodi nyansa eto hu twa ntro pa no. I told you appointing am catch say John Jinapo is one propagandist. Eti John Jinapo de se wo ona asamba no mo suma no se wo mra ma kirechire mu a ma se wo be kirechire ma mra de but emu no kura ne say o man panyire ye se work we ya de ama no se wonyi se dum so work we ya de ama ni so wo say twazera in fact na ni mo njama wo ya ana no we twazera no dada na so say 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 de ka ko de zo le wo wanyere no zo o die mi za da ni
miesa na tiwe baba be pepa de o ma afami amanfu adwuma agui
2014 na o kika nsem wa
say ya no power minister kwabradonko say ya ya na be na ya na why sa
o mu di ko yi ya fan say energy full cost recovery our energy sector de buy ɛna anka kwasi platinum defend ye say yenya ne saa because ɛka na ye bɔ no dadaada no ɛno nti na ama ɔman ni nya scam fanya hwe ɛna after the full one ye full cost recovery no was the reason why covid by ɛka yen pa because at that time no full one na first near subsidize no nka covid by no under the laws of Ghana na ko man panyin akufo ade betumi aka say ma subsidize full one no ɛko no say de ekobi amunyai. But full cost recovery no emrana ni yahye no does not allow omampanyin say obe subsidize fuel until now was here to answer the eto no. That is the reason why fuel went to about 23. And so etina World Bank country director ne ka say wo hunu omampanyin a wo hihye mra bone ama ne nkofo eja ho ache omampanyin dwondoma ni ma.
Agima me da se na NDC for me.
Ko fa ya san ba beto.
Wo de one CD aba beto so. With the electricity now 28%, what's what so? Why would they call 28? What is so 4%? That's still you can hear Edum. I've heard your question Greco. Say no whole timetable. I mean they it's NDC for some yes sir. They it's some yes sir. But back call a year kwaku enchai na who said make us a site a year secular be from a year Greco. Na data was no a year. John Jimnapo, in fact, you are very much unfair. Data was here April 24th, 2026. Our circular, our NM grid kono, a staff movement. It is announced for the information of all staff that I have proceeded on my annual leave effective Monday, April 27th, 2026. Absence: Engineer Frank Ochre, Acting Deputy Chief Executive, will be responsible for the day-to-day administration of the company in addition to his normal duties. All staff are enjoined to give Engineer Ochre their maximum support and cooperation in the discharge of his additional responsibilities. Wey engineer John Jinapose Oyinadimpo da be then 3 days we said abe also on step aside engineer Mark Ewaba chief executive etuanu last week April 24th and no tro krata we at the age staff no kwan say waba besumari ntionu ni ho a engineer Frank Ochre and ebeba and 27th and April 24th is Friday. April 24th. Yeah. That's Friday. Friday. Okay. It's a circular dated April 24, 2026. I agreed with when you know Eboso. Now and addiction, yeah. Saturday you are. April 24th is Friday. Addiction, yeah. Also step aside. Also call send your general process or Friday. Also call Friday na pay briefings. I don't try to tell you. No catch us on step aside. But sir, me crata them say me who Felix Walls to me that o man sir you know say nipa no wa call Friday. Nipa no call o man kan say Monday no. Ono no on adwuma na we wie na adwuma waka so bi embrambe shananai. That is I mean George Dapa are you so that incompetent and I said that
entitlements na.
Oh kwa member won che. Wako ho Friday nipa ni twan kwan kote se Monday kra wa trust secular judge by for ekwan so odo kra oho we step aside. What kind of this is that? Kwa ku yan koye ni maybe nti
no okay me that say na first and foremost the minister no oni to me sir, he doesn't even have that power. I mean, who said there's that argument or so about for to Mrebi Nazi. So, minister,
catching CEOs on step aside.
Board.
It was about for
corporate, say, institution, of which those can say, own enterprises, SOEs. Without the board approval, no one to me can be so on step aside. A board and beating me a catch CEO say step aside for investigation. And then before so catch will be say one step aside, no, there should be a preliminary investigation be a pointed to certain wrongdoing. Like I said, be a China investigation. And then a friend a prima facie. Into then you mean as one tier. Okay, is it something is there anything pointed to say CEO no IABB? Nunti on set aside the investigation and now me fana to yami hu and sakra na interrogate say our board authority and san where side no enti me we no ye game I mean person me discuss e no no titiru no ne letter no but no okay winim dum so isha ase no NDC any aban the sector minister and one communicators omama a lot of excuses different forms of excuses you can enable man a some of say incompetence share the only can almost say a fault at Ghana Gas and check was the last week or so almost Ghana Gas for CC almost even to almost shut it down some even though they are repairs. That was the first excuse they buy. Then also transformers ni bia erada. Enti san okay guys me this what guys asem.
Oh, are they?
So almost say transformers that pa enti san transformers.
For the past 10 years. Yes, say now we do 2,500 transfer. First class 1,500. John Jida Pokroya and President Mahama. Ebeka say 2,000 or those back no Ebeka 2,500.
Very good. Very good. Say initial na Ghana Gas for na routine maintenance. And they need to shut or move out ni be transport gas no. Say be ya ebetimi ICC. Na dey ba sa so be dum so na say dum so be. That was the initial excuse. And the chiribas transformers ni be na old. It was say sano na ICC. And no dan chen also transformer ni be one mo a eja tombia sese eni na no yesi ja to grigo eno so ene je say dum so baako o pa no bebrebe enti dum so baako no o pa bebrebe dum so no ono kro no a Ghana Gas for transformer fire at grigo damage transformer 40 transformers, 40 in Greco network, plant maintenance, 40 in ECG network, underground cable fault. It can say underground cry, you want more quino, and on what can a for cables be, and a lot of excuses. Now can you never more? Obia, on Nimnia oye, what bomb? Now on Nimnia oye bia no sanity. He keeps on giving excuses. He been in the NDC for a last year. On him. Omo ba abemu no a na honorable John Jinapoye Obo yen kokko odi come my hint what is to come. He gave us a hint, a peep into what is to come, the future. Say ye buy any assessing ye no light crude I bet you made the generating crown the aka wo no nyina kwa na be 5 hours pe. Okay, on the 7th of January. That day, no one and they inaugurate Mampanyi Mahama and inaugural ceremony nasi ho na and no granting interview say aka Ghana 5 hours of crude regenerative light. Meaning say ye bedo dum sum. Enti odi kan de adwen esi so. Say this is what we are going to do. So long as amoto amaye no kwande dum so na mo be hwemu. Last year ye hu susanso for close to 4 months. Dum so no baya ma yetie mu an ade saa ena mo ka kire yen say be ni betima solve dum so nti no mo propose anu yi dia na ya wo NDC fo abamu ni ememu mu ni say when they propose a solution oman fo no we part to play na ye play en part no a omo no efa no emma omo nye mo ka kire yen say be ni betima nya stable electricity nti fuel prices no liter bia ye to bia no mo de 1 Ghana to so ene e friend di levy dum so levy no Ghana for ebinim kasaye ena mo convince yen say say dum so beba sorry the cost of dum so ene 1 Ghana no na say 1 Ghana no say dum so obeba. That was the amokachere yen. And a Ghana 42 mus say betu ya wanga na ebenya light nkwa de ye adwuma na nye mfaso kakra de ene na yebeji atum. Ena ijai kasa ene yetu ya wanga na say etu ya close to 1 year ni o. Double ke meboa. Inti den inti na ye famu de. We played our part. We've given consideration in contract. Yeah, famu de. We've given a value. the sa one Ghana na etua no a consideration for contract now, a promise to give us light. And there should be a binding contract. And the cause say a breach you. A breach. NDC for breaches are contract how many call last year no. Say yentua one Ghana na my light. Ye tua one Ghana no. Ye wo pata and also the so the doom so. Ain't anytime bia no saa name say na omode eba. But Justice Doche was it Waterville holding case no Matiamidu edi court no where o make it maybe say create, loot and share. Create, loot and share. Where the energy sector, the biggest create, loot and share during Mohamed Mohammed's first government no, it happened at the energy sector. The biggest create, loot and share, the biggest his money his sa energy sector ho. And only the take or pay power agreement no a buy no. Now you create, loot and share. You do so no bar. Or no prolong it, even if solution you or cry. Say bayana a train no. A say I know was a top generators. And also no was a cat every toso. What the double key market on the wall. Doom so enya ende ne. I'm not being a prophet of doom. Yes, saying morning I miss it.
Na Greco dia baby shebuya obuya baby diashi. And then the first day dum no one bamba bia. Greco dia ba in when ya bibi jina to about the
tia bonti bia nhyɛ no so me see doom so ende ne. Ebe kona nim. Na kona nim the solution is say afere de ye empower generation no enso. In say be betimi make up for the deficit no. Ye enko kra power badges even famra no amount for benya on cut for NDC's internal elections are omode ebe anymore no it the air cost nyina no it is one agenda create loot and share. It's an avenue for NDC for then the Ashanti factor and then anytime be a Ashanti region and a sacrificial lamb for the NDC anytime we be Ombe say oh how do baby bia na was say sacrifice Ashanti region especially dum so time omo no a no omo say there's a deficit na say onyina mo hoden a wo se hia na asoga na nyina no ye enso no say omo pe baby ayi power na free na omo de ama afoforo enya light a na Ashanti region no mo take free omo yi free ye de asafofo no omo da sum na omo enam pro ye maame no mo ye etire minua no mo ye baba eni ade no mo anya adwuma anye no mo adwuma sey Ashanti region ha de ha adwen idina me ko ukọ adum to anytime bia esum e wo adum omo to generator no mo mfanya adwuma na light na de abofro enjoy eno pen so go elsewhere minya a crime free mu because of say why heavy intie dan a obenya say omo no light ho. But yes, so far, hey, others may not be suffering the same way. But me challenge American 17 say, doom so many say Ashanti region Kwanewo. The others, Accra, Greater Accra, community, so one more Accra, complaining, doom so pie. Honestly. So why? Let's say, doom so Ashanti region, doom so Accra. Now, based on management, in Tina doom so, Hodia. Other than the reshuffle, ECG, managing the Ashanti region has said there. Other regions not the reshuffle be.
Sana na kwesi ako kasa na po engineers inti so omudi echirebe yi na po engineers kro free.
Enti na po no time oye energy minister no energy minister for Ashanti region kwa. Na oye energy minister for Eastern region. No oye energy minister for Greater Accra. No onye for Central region any western north. Enti sa mo engineers na mo honde de omo de no mo ye John Paul engineers and on the Mokaho. Tinapo by and one can and on Motanaho. And now, on all the engineers by Ashanti region. And Ashanti region for the was a transfer home. But John Jinapo, the name, Quabnadonco, same time, they know Coradonco, and engineers, Nedia. Only them that saw Homontanaho. Yes, sir. What kind of logic is that? What kind of logic is that? They say, ya pay bia the excuse no afraid dey emipa na say call so dum so. Last year na yen kwa de bi. O kai say ayi no. No kwa de bi ya ko isi pylons ni bi so na last that was last year.
I think it was a couple of years ago. Was it last year?
Last year. Hey. No mo say kwa de bi na akosi dum so no. This time round, Ghana gas, one Greeko, afraid the nipa, Napo engineers. There's how I could do. You see, sir, what bon, so then we can now whom the obeya, the beba and say, Obesha say a doom any other. But, it is the hallmark or the trademark of NDC, any man penny Mahama. Doom so na home. And as na crab wa be on mbia na ka ho bi hwe ye can say na say e amanyosem na edi but people are suffering ewie mo hye o ke ewie mo hye o ewie mo hye amanfo onwuma egu already na amanfo onya adwuma nye emebu onya adwuma nye o man panyi no promise 24-hour economy ni ntimi ma 24-hour electricity
yeah.
Already a man for a few munya jumanye, a man for a police, I said, get here say, young to me for women to say, be careful, you know, me are for. And this even one call police, no more don't knock a fee about 500,000. And he say, 55,000. 5,000, sorry, 5,000. 495,000. And careful, you know, me are for. If the assuming say, I for 495,000 fee, not doom so saying back. Na area home me doom light here, just imagine the ABC. Double key, as an American wants them to know. He say, you know, if you my yashi, man, tear page, more and the government is not giving any hope. A bano, and you not going say, oh, my own crash, and that's all, yeah, they have the money to say. A junior be by many be any one. And when these young guys lose hope, the only number resorted to a crime. Just for survival. The first rule of mankind, the first rule of nature, is self-preservation. Kasamebwa. Amra wo ho ewiase a wo bo ade mra ho pa kane ene say we will be able to ono no ho. So betima survive. The first rule of nature is self-preservation. E di nipa ni adwuma nye na ban no so mani so ade hunu bi. The betima yen say dia yenye crime. And say crime no so ba not doom so it creates a favorable environment for crime.
All right. Before we familiar ABR say you okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Would to be TV so talk Ghana and we share the area kwaku ajenim buate on the floor and some more can in Juma de bi egu and then call shopping mall ma baby abeko hwade ma egu omu freezer mu farm milk near mount to say just omu ebre obi barbering shop saloon and keto odo aye the business was one manage juma ye wasamba ogu adwuma o ba be good adwuma at the account. This is what the youth is going through. And so I don't know which so the two aba etia NPP sa age group no who call year research now be so say dey to no to NPP or see obi adwuma and the NDC waba omo to aba ma o sa be go adwuma adey okay yeah na fa
okay na me ka say already no situation ni ye man tell ni adwuma ye ena se adwuma nso ni ho no mo ase de yikura atwere won kura ka se ensa anya adwuma no bonsam pe ma na ede eye enti se abrante wo ho no ni adwuma ye ne se aban no nso nya ready say or create conducive environment bi am na nya adwuma ye na environment a wo create na ye de be gu adwuma aban ne mfa no ankra adwuma nso egu ebi wa akoye oye baba ne se baba ni nso egu obi ye baba obi ye hairdresser ena otimi support na dan fo ya na se ni nua bi it is adwuma no nso gu a na che sa ma ya omonko bo adwaman ana se omonko bo kro no ena bi won so se dum so ba bo ne nyina se di no sum do bu ke me boa bo ne nyina di no sum a kro no enso ka ho bi enti dum so no enya de o se dey political football ena ekoyi we se adi ne ekopam we se because the implication is far reaching NDC are buying a policies beyond the new ABI a good numa. Yana mekana min sumu ya. Actually say, and how many workers say, because they are chasing numbers and want to create that perception, say any manage yentino. Local industries egu bebre because they are not being competitive. They cannot compete with and also ne we are not China a friend is a more and also. So Ghana is now becoming a dumping ground of imported goods. And only could do in local industries no or manufacturing after mranti and mabawano or monumegu and they doom so and so be counting why they be a coastal doom so brim. No course or something of a abanti bi secondary school baby so on quite attend shop in the man and they all be already no and then so doom so no to have to close it no way only amount for off and it is going to deepen the unemployment situation na amount here no enyuma na kwa na kwa tena fia omunye enyuma enye enti e besre I always admonish them as metu on for the bia say all manage light for 8 years no nyame ada roma omo tias na before so ye nya trimoden Ghana for again Ghana for hunti ye mfa ye nim de mo trimoden omo ko pe ohene ba napo omo nko sunchire no na o ma omo ekwan no nchire omo ekwan no
but that's Kweku. Now I'm just reading something on Mustafa Habib. I will say list of excuses government has given for the current Dumso. Fault at Ghana Gas, your area transformer, fire at Gridco, damaged transformer, faulty transformer, fault in Gridco's network, planned maintenance, fault in ECG network, underground cable fault, technical challenge, upstream challenge, emergency maintenance. But it goes on and on and on. Yamada macho, do sorry. Grid class all time or the more so for 2 weeks. 2 weeks so. 82 weeks so that all quite normally the timetable na babesho or we are besaka since it's also more install first generation units and second generation units. Or see a kabaye third one and some other ones can when over the buyer 6 months and the best yes here enti no the unprecedented ababesho enti do so afa no mu begu njuma no more and the ya kai want you say ya NDC one kwabna don ko sa do buye and no free ho and a George na po ya behye ho omu antumi anso vudum so kopem sa na na Dubai matna kania mu 8 good years mosimo mpe na na do wanyade wey ana mo pe ese edun katia promise say obeso kania 24 hours obeso kania wo eye efuo mu nyina na mo dey 24 hours ne bo so beyefo and that's that's what you voted for and then omo beka brofu e de akere na Kumasi de no cross e ochina Rich primary substation after no mobile be install transformers. My question is and the other na Kumasi kania dudum for over 1 month ye kania dudum say ye kra transformers na after no mobile be install bi wa ho transformers also ochina Rich primary substation ochina na mobile share there it other ni ye kania dudum for the past month John Jinapo tell us something na mu jai ne mo chira no ajba e bia no another matters odi omo chia but so frustrated and I do bed down just can you do na corner but they do na corner ugu obi ajuma ugu ajuma you saw plan sabe bad maker you so free 12 p.m. at the husiso na you see on your digum adie so what oh my ajuma
okay.
Obeko other matters it's welcome. The other matters here, but insults are echo so for the other so and afi osha mind and sense the gonna be a woman.
Okay. Kania adundum. Here. And I will still talk about it. Dobuki Kania ehun sensemo a eba no ehia kani omampanyin enkyere akani edinkai abra ye ba abamu in 2001 na Gridco when you say energy na ye produce no Gridco e produce hydro no ye de akosombo e de ba no nti dam no a ewo akusi honom na ye frɛ no akosombo dam no so de dem no ɛno no ɛna Gridco for no produce ɛna tema no enso free Ghana gas any other thermal companies a omunso edeba ye ba ban mu no na turbines a produce a thermal power na generate power no e wa akoso mu na na wo dam no mu no almost na turbines ni nyina na asai sa na NDC for ema excuses that time no say eyenua na akogugu nsuo no mu ena nsuo no mu yesi ena firi kwame nkroma bre so dadaada ena nsuo no kura yenti mu ena saa na no mema excuse ena president Kufuor die eni ni nyanse mu se saa mane esi a ye pen pumasi bre ye nso ano kwa ena president Kufuor si debi se manhwe ya saa mane we ebeba be ya asema ba be yenka ye kon enti no wo call Nigeria I say, yenye West Africa gas pipeline. It is on the West Africa gas pipeline na ye no itimi ma gas buy no. Intini yetimi ya to abo gas planter. E ma kwan ma tema plants no a ye de beba ye nyina buy. Said de be ya akoso mbo no. Say even edum kura because na Burkina Faso for the same Volta River na yen yakoso mbo no wo so no. Burkina Faso for so asidam ni bi wo so. Entisi ya hwe ya se Burkina Faso fo no trapu nsuo ne nsuo no ahoɔden ne ntimi magana etese de netie na ya hwe ya na hydro no kura na agye ensem enti ade a ye ewo president Kufuor abreso ne se ye switch into thermal energy enti no se na akoso muni dum mpa na nkemfa ye ho o hawo no a omde kwa akɔhye se biko no edum 1000 bi kɔ fam enti problem ho no take or pay agreements are money terms no assign no there are excess capacity e wo ho no mo a wo mo ankasa kan ye say we can pay for that and use it in place of akosomo no excess capacity e wo thermal energy no mu aban betimi atua sika mu mo ama na ba be hye de akosomo 1000 na a drop akosomo no ama na ba be hye anan aban nye saade no no nyaaye sabi ntoro na wo twakire no enye compulsory se chinchina e wo se akoso munko a eno so pra Ghana power ene se akoso mbo no e ho hye a enkire se thermal energies no ekofom problem na e kono e compounded problems wo mo baaye no se suban yemfa we nkosha na we na ye NDC ni na we ye MPP ni e saa niam na wo mo ye no eno na ha wo bi se o man Ghana wo ye wo mu no obi a wo ko school wo ni mo ngoma eye crash ni papa bi a MPP ni anoko am ka chiro no eno dia kawase o mo nyina ya MPP fo etu mo ba yi engineers ne technocrats ni nyina di me na am ka chiro no ko fa wo mo ni mu ya di aba bi so me na am ka chiro o pa fa sa da ho o pa ya ntu aba e wo kura kese mu nyina na party oba we ni opa yan tu aba e wo kura kase in 2000 e dia tina wo mu ka se o mu ko for intellectual drive o mu ko pay intellectuals o mo be ula NDC
na sa no de ya sha se yaka so to bring you the be a no mu di bu o mai bia yi they inherited from Dr.
so mo say wo mu be yi enkrofo a o mu ye napo engineers meaning so be yi MPP for idea they will end up sacking the 10th person.
That is the plan.
That's the warning I am giving them.
Then they
just young people for they are proud. Pride young people for. Let them bring them home. Left you. From every one of them.
Now, so one person the part of young people ni na abaya sisano or dawo shewa. No ababe sabotage. Some wa shaho no ababe sabotage. Oni de sori na okwa adwuma sa.
Any is
what end?
Do ko ni ECG. Directors from outside o. And your people who have been promoted within the ranks of the company, no, and Oma Kwa Kodru Mono, engineers, Omoya chief executive officer, Ewo Grico, and one in a woman in Oma several years. Several years. And where from the MPP NDC? Where from that?
That's the question.
you determine the capacity and the knowledge of the person to determine whether he's an MPP or NDC. Nipa ni nim dia owo ene yi enko no determine so MPP ni anaso NDC ni. Every competent person they think is an MPP, and that is true. And every incompetent person they think is an NDC, and that is true.
Now this time around, they are sacking the Omo area. You say Omo fairly Omo, and based on that, said the Nana was aircast and appoint engineers in the one. So I'm afraid Omo causes sabotage.
Sanya mano every fine.
That's the question I say.
Mo baba mu. Yaka kire mo say, mo ye socialist government. Mo botaya mo de baba mu nyina ne say, mo be bre nipa. Mo be bre dwadi ase, no mo nipa akofom. What did them know? A dwadi or my mu a dwadi hub. The hub of trading, any businesses, any Kumasi, not in Accra. Ashanti region is the hub of business. Enti say oba na okofa sa niam na be yanka Asante fuokom anasa Ashanti region komu a kan hu say o break dwadi ase. And me all said last time na me no work asa me catch you say deliberately one ba first on the national health insurance ebe 2 year komu said the be kunkum yen omo ba ye koku asem na ne ye ka ho asem no a na ye kan na amanfo nti ase no who say one time I told you say koku ohia na wo mo de ba no enka dwo mama krom for because ye ndo koku wo north. With all due respect to all the people in the north, ye ndo koku wo north. Enti koku ohia na omo tie so no na omo nim say ye wo south wa asantefo ne akamfo sika ene omo tie so nti na ha le mama nti na ha no. Now akofa ECG aba unu madukwenje wo mote net ko ni Greco unu madukwenje ya te net ko ni Greco unu mzana net ko ni Greco nyina na voter river authority because there was disparities in payment of electricity ukon of wa sika wo mutua e wo electricity wo no that is not as much as we pay down here. And the Greco for no supply power only the southern part of Ghana and a netco supply power the northern part of Ghana. Yanti netco foodi yanti se bibia ka wo mo. The problem is with Greco. If the problem is with Greco, what it means is say sa problem when I can income touch my. Income touch my. And some I can boom 21 when I hear blame Greco ni nyina no. Greco does not operate beyond Techiman. Enti ano so no ye kuro ya wo fo moye ye kan fo na e wo ha no e no mbro mani asi yesusu ombebre yas ye nyuma nkofom ensei enti sa de da wo moye no ye bone ankasa a wo maye wo madwe so wo moye de atia ye atia kan fo in the south here ye bone pa buapaye nipa bone sempa e no maye se wo mde atia ye. Anya sa adentina ye wo Greco ho ani ye wo netco ho Greco ani netco nyina na yakoso mo no supply wo mu power adentina netco ho ma asem northern electricity electrification company na ho ma asem na Greco de da bia ho wa asem adentina
so we dey eno no fellow and no force major say they want omo wa yi bi wa de bi omo use
me say
omo blame it on fire
force major o de any your force major. I don't think fire apply a force major. Fire means me blame no because there are contingencies on fire. So we establish it a year. Force major there is something that has surprised you. And you pay if you tsunami, no munim and a buy. And you know the buy say force major. But fire is not a force major. A idea what you know that say bit me as into you see plant no you make contingencies in case of fire. This is what I will do. But the question I make can say, I dear have me a main tiasi and say, me who say, a ye boapaye, so person the bread, yen yasi, I was south one say, Argentina, netco no, and you the same akuso mono and a supply netco. The same campaign. Argentina netco for any problem be a not Greco for any problem. Transformers, I say my year. Throughout the end, this is one of no 2 years in it, and as the end, this is for 10
all right. Well, no, but I think so we can go on and on and on.
And to say I read here, okay. By the time I realize, you know, what did they make you know? Now a duno, I should have a call. I will come back.